So I just had to take a moment to make a video of how much that I thoroughly enjoyed Tyler and Emily Watson's training that I took at the end of June through the Freedom Catalyst on the enrollment immersion experience. It was a 3-day training and by far the best thing that I have ever done for my business. I had many things that came into convergence about that same time that really helped to unearth some things and shift things, and I want to tell you a little bit about that story now. So going to this training, I knew that I was looking to be able to close clients better. I was selling packages at about $5,000 at the time, but was frequently getting people saying that they really wanted to work with me and they loved connecting with me and everything, but when it came down to collecting money or them committing to money, they just weren't in a position to do that, or they couldn't, or they wouldn't, or whatever. And that was just kind of the repetitive thing. I mean, I probably had at least $40,000 to $45,000 worth of actual technically closed business over the previous few months where people said, yes, I'm good, like send me the invoice. And at the last minute, everything just fell apart. And so I was really struggling a lot that way. And I love what I do. I love being able to help people build their brands, but I was really missing a few final pieces, and this training really brought a lot of that about. They do these exercises through them where you actually get up and you move around the room and you interact with money. You actually have money in your hand, and the way that you connect with other people or exchange money with these very simple rules tells you so much about yourself. And they set up the environment in a way where you can receive inspiration, basically. And I got so many messages, so many downloads about my business and me and the way that I approach things. It was mind-blowing. And so after this training, I went home, and a couple weeks later I closed a $2,300 client, which was good. That meant I was able to pay my bills and kind of take care of some basic things and take care of that client, and I was really grateful for sure. And then I was really still struggling, and I felt strongly that I needed to file for food stamps. It was something that I had really fought quite a lot. I really, really wanted to make it on my own. I'm a single mom. I have 3 boys, and it's a pride thing, but I also just didn't want to start that. I didn't want to go down that avenue. I really, really wanted to do it on my own, and I felt strongly that it was time for me to just accept that. And the process of applying when you're self-employed is really arduous. You have to submit every expense and income and everything for the last several months. I think I did mine for the last year. It took a lot of my time and a lot of my effort, and it was a very emotionally draining experience, but I finally got through it all, submitted it on a Friday. And that week I had already been doing quite a lot of connecting with people, as I always was. I always have a lot of people that are interested in working with me, and had a couple of clients that I was pretty sure were going to hire me. But again, I had been in that situation so many times before. I was still being hopeful. But some things had definitely shifted, and I restructured my packages. He definitely showed me how to restructure my high-end packages. And the Monday after I filed for food stamps, I closed a $12,000 client. I even collected and deposited the money that day. And then 2 days later on Wednesday, I closed a $4,800 client. She just didn't need my whole package, and it was perfect. And then on Friday, I closed a $13,000 client and collected half up front. And so in 5 days, I collected and deposited over $23,000 into my bank account in certified funds. And then the next week, I closed another client at $8,000. And all of this just felt so natural and so amazing. And so we're talking in 1 month, in like a 3.5 week period, I closed over $40,000 in business. And I made, I think, a revenue of $18,000 last year. So my life has totally transformed. And I'm sitting in here in my new car, in my Volvo that I totally love, that is my dream car. It seats 7. It handles me and my boys and all the activities that we could ever want to do. And I am so excited because I know this is just the beginning. I know this is my new normal. I don't feel that I will ever struggle with money again, as far as how do I pay my bills and how do I feed my family and all of that I dealt with for a long time. I've lived in extreme poverty for the last several years, and really struggled and really fought a lot of money scripts and a lot lot of things and beliefs about money. And honestly, at this training, I was able to see some of the unique beliefs that I held that weren't the same as what other people had. And part of it was the things that they said, and part of it were the things that I heard in my heart. And I just look at my life, like I just got done at the spa. I just spent the whole day at the spa today with one of my clients, because my new packages include that people come here to where I live in St. George and they go to the spa with me all day, and then tomorrow her and I are going to go shopping with her husband, and we're going to pick out clothes for her that match her brand and help her to look and feel the way she needs to when she's showing up professionally. And then on Thursday we're doing a luxury photo shoot with Chelsea Lewis, and I have built this dream life and it's absolutely amazing, and I can hardly wait to see what happens next. I'm also taking my boys to Legoland in 5 weeks. At the training I kept saying that I wanted to go to Legoland. It's been this huge focus. It's been on my dream board and on my vision board, and I've been wanting to do it since last Christmas, and it seemed like a totally outrageous thing for a single mom who was struggling to even be able to pay rent to be able to do. And I was like, I want a really nice trip too. I don't want to just make it there and come back. Like, I want to stay at the Legoland hotel, and I want to get a beach house on the beach for a few days and just relax and just play and let my kids, they've never experienced the ocean. And now I get to take my boys to Legoland in 5 weeks, and I'm connecting with other people to go to, and it's all really happening. And I remember sitting in the training thinking that I really wanted to be their next big success story, and I wanted to be the one that just like blew everything out of the water. And so far I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So we'll see what the next 30 days brings, but I just wanted to make sure that I let everybody know how impactful that training was for me and for my business, and how much that I have a deep respect for Tyler and Emily Watson. Thanks.